All right, here we are at Palo Alto Airport. We're in a Cardinal 177 RG, and I'm in this aircraft just to see what the difference is. This is an older aircraft on X-Plane, not that old. It's actually been updated for X-Plane 11, but I want to see what the differences were on uh, frames. And on this one, we're getting 60, and keep in mind that's also with recording my screen, so that dropped it probably about 8 or so. It was right around 70 frames per second, and now getting 62 to 60. And depending where you're at, if I'm outside the aircraft, I get a little bit less, probably because of the clouds um, and the number of objects and stuff. So my settings are set pretty high with the system that I have. Um, Also, if you do things like just look down at the seat, you're not looking up at the sky or looking outside the airplane. So you can see that the frames per second go up pretty dramatically, looking like 68 to 73 there. So we'll go ahead and start this one up and take this one for a quick spin. I'm not going to do the full route. We're just going to kind of just fly around the bay a little bit. I just want to see what the frames per seconds are going to be in this one, just so you guys can get an idea if you're flying a older aircraft on here. That's not enhanced graphics. It's actually pretty good textures and stuff, but it's not to the level of the newest aircrafts on X-Plane 11. So, all right, let's get this thing started. So we'll go ahead and battery on, and we'll get our beacon on. Our mixture is off, closed. Props are going to full, and going to crack the throttle there a little bit. I haven't flown this plane in a long time, so I have to kind of think about things here. Fuel pump can go on for a second. Mixture can go rich. Back out. All right, let's give it a crank here. See what happens. I don't get my brake on. Yep, brake is on. Let's try fuel pump off there. All right, we do have fuel. Let's try again. Oh, did I fuel on? Probably not. All right, that'll help. Hopefully we didn't, well, we kind of flooded it because it was off. All right, there we go. RPMs are coming up. And oil pressure is coming up. Oil temps coming within range, so we are good to go. Got enough fuel, half tanks on both. All right, let's see how that sound level is. And we'll squawk BFR here. We're going to stay visual flight rules. It is cloudy day though. AP we're not going to worry about. Let's get some lights on here. Get some strobes, nav lights on. It's a little dark. Taxi lights coming on. And avionics are on. We should be good to go. See what Palo Alto is doing for weather. Currently, we're going to stay pretty low. 1600 broken, 4000 overcast, 29.79 on altimeter. Good enough. Frequencies 135.275. Got that. Let's get the weather.
Palo Alto information Foxtrot. 2000 Zulu.
We do have the right tower.
Wind light and variable. Visibility 5. Rain. Sky conditions 1600 broken. 5800 overcast. Temperature 13. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2980. Arriving runway 31. Departing runway 31. Advise on initial contact. You have Foxtrot.
All right, start rolling out here. And we got Foxtrot. We're set to go.
Palo Alto information Foxtrot. 2000
Clear
Zulu
left.
weather. Wind light and variable. Visibility 5. Rain. Sky conditions 1600 broken. 5800 overcast. Temperature 13. Dew point 10. Altimeter 2.
And we'll go to tower. We'll pretend that we already got our taxi clearance. So we're already with ground. And on our taxi out, we'll check our compass against our magnetic. Gets runway 31. All right, coming to the run-up area here in Palo Alto. Flown into this airport several times in my real plane. It's a nice little airport, easy to get into and out of, considering it's a Class B airspace. It's towered, a lot of air traffic, but Again, not too hard to get in and out of. All right, parking brake's coming on. We'll do a quick run up here. Let's check our north. North, all right, that looks good. We're on VFR. All right, I'm not going to look at the manual right now, but usually we're somewhere up around 1700 RPMs or so. All right, do a mag check. There's your right mag. There's a left mag. I forgot how much these switches actually snap in here. All right, good there. Let's get some lights on the panel. A little bit easier for everybody to see in here. All right, our fuel is on both. Trim is trimmed for takeoff. Right there, good. Flaps are up. In case we get a little IMC here, which is very possible. Go ahead and set our attitude indicator. Our suction is good. All right, come back down to idle. All right, just to save time here, I'm going to go off my ForeFlight. I am using ForeFlight on the side of my yoke here. So we'll use that instead of setting up the whole GPS in here. We're on tower frequency, so yeah, we're going to call this 1579er kilo. So Cessna 1579er kilo, holding short, ready for takeoff, 3-1. That's 1579er kilo, clear takeoff, runway 3-1, right crosswind departure approved. Roger, right crosswind departure approved for 1579er kilo.
Approaching runway 31.
All right, always look
Entered runway 31.
right, left. You can hear ForeFlight there in the background. That's what you're hearing. I'll turn that down a little bit. If any of you don't use ForeFlight, I highly recommend it. It's a really good app. And it's what we use in real world also. So, all right, one more check on the compass. We are good on the compass. Flight controls, last check. Flight controls are good. All right, let's roll. A little bit of left to right crosswind, full throttle. Ooh, a little squirrely. All right, lift off. Carrier coming up, positive rate. Climb out at about 75, 80. Also, as you know, we are running ortho. So this is TrueEarth US Northern. And frames per second right now, 51, 52. Not bad. Gotta make that right crosswind departure that we're approved for. We're not going to climb too high here because otherwise we'll be in IMC. Oh yeah, the clouds are low. Might have to reset the weather here. All right, we'll probably go to 1,000 feet here, which actually isn't too unrealistic for the bay. And we're going to turn left towards Oakland here. All right, 1100. We're going to level out here. So again, about 54 on the frames, not bad at all. All right, we're redlining here, so we're going to pull back props a little bit. Guess about 2,400. There you go, 24 over 24, right in there. Get her trimmed out. Not bad, about 128 knots. Take just a little bit to get her trimmed out. My fuel pump's still on. I know I never turned it on, so my bad. We're good there. Everything else is set. See the views here. Nice cloudy day in the bay, which is not unrealistic also. A little flyby. Nice. Frames right there, 5960. Not bad at all. So on the higher performance planes, I'm seeing around 35, 40, maybe max 50, but we'll compare them all. I like this plane. She really trims out nicely. I probably would have handed this over to NorCal Approach long ago, but we'll go ahead and do that now. This is a 1579 kilo contact NorCal Approach on, actually, yeah, 127.4. Actually, it'd probably be Oakland, but yeah, I'll bring that up. I can't even see that. Yeah, there you go. And again, we're heading towards Oakland right now. Wow, we're going IMC here. That is terrible visibility. I mean, it's like a couple miles max. I'm sorry, not a couple miles, like a quarter of a mile max. Maybe not even that. you would definitely be on a IFR flight plan right now. This would not be VFR legal. So, as fun as this is, I'm going to put some custom weather in here. Yeah, we got 700 bases. I'm in the middle of that right now. 2720. So let's just take this out. Let's see. Go to manual. We're going to take this these few cumulus out. See how that does. All right, the rest of it, that should be okay, and that should be okay. That's all above us. And just for the sake of seeing some more stuff out here, we'll do visibility 10 miles. Yeah, let's go 8. All right. That's a lot better. That's more realistic. All right, and the reason I'm keeping some weather that we're not going to see all the nice northern US ortho is because I'm trying to test out the frames per second in this, and it's kind of hard to do that if I'm not showing clouds and cloud bases and stuff, because I'll eat up a lot of your frames. Do a little flyover right over Oakland coming up here. See it ahead about 10 miles. No, not even that. About 5 miles. And we are about 900 AGL. I'm going to trim up a little bit here. About 130 knots, not too shabby. This is a fun little airplane, actually. I think that's when they sing. One thing they said in Vulkan was the trails are black again. I think they had corrected that in OpenGL, and now it's back to black. So I think they're working on that. Here's Oakland. Should we do a flyby? We're not going to do a low pass, but we'll do a little flyby here, just for the sake of time. And I'm wondering here too is if it kept all the buildings it was supposed to. It's a lot of buildings, but I can go up in altitude here in a little bit so we can take a better look at it. Well, maybe it was just right by the airport environment. It didn't look correct, but I think this is right. Yeah, this all worked though. Looked kind of weird back there though. Again, I think that's just because we're near the airport environment. Yeah, this is all detailed. They were legal at 1,000 feet. Yep, that's all worth though. And we're still getting 3940 frames per second. And you expect it to drop with the ortho. In the higher performance airplane on OpenGL, I was averaging, it would drop down to the 30s, sometimes 28, stutter a little bit. So we'll see how Vulkan works with that. Let's do a little spin around here and then head back out to the bay. Yeah, that looks really good. Head towards downtown here, San Francisco. Fly over that, and then we'll head back to Palo Alto, switch up the planes. Nice. Look at all those buildings. I mean, it looked like this under OpenGL too. That hasn't changed for the TrueEarth Northern US. It just seems like it's a lot smoother, at least on this plane. So it's not perfect though. I don't think I had as much. Yeah, there's some imperfections in this, probably that they have to still work on. I didn't get as much of that in OpenGL as I'm getting in here. The detail down there. That's awesome. All the cranes, all the cargo. I mean, everything's in there in detail. Alright, we'll fly by downtown San Francisco here. We'll go over the Bay Bridge, go around to the left, and then back to Palo Alto. It's funny, I've been flying a lot of high performance planes, and the Cardinal RG is certainly a high performance plane, the 177, but it's not like flying the Diamond and some of the other aircraft on here. Caravan's pretty basic aircraft, it's just a bigger aircraft. It's not really complex. It's got some good speed to it though, 180 knots or so. Here's downtown. But yeah, this is a lot easier to fly than those other ones. Trims out really easily. Probably, I don't know, it's probably not inaccurate for the flight model. But I wouldn't think it would be this smooth. I actually haven't flown an actual Cardinal in real life. Plenty of 172s, Archers, things like that. It would probably, I would think, feel close to those, with being a little bit more slippery because of the speed and the retractable gear. And I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling like I have to work at this at all. I mean, who knows? Maybe it is that nice and smooth. If you're flying that Diamond, though, you've got to work at it, like to trim it out. There's a lot of pitch, and it just wants to keep on climbing, so you got to really keep it down. All right. Let's turn back for Palo Alto. Do a flyover downtown here. Look at the water too. Again, that's just ortho. $1,500 over downtown San Francisco. Yeah, look at that detail. I love the detail on this. I do a lot of IFR flying on here to practice. So just flying low like this, VFR, which I've done plenty of times in real planes over San Francisco. Not really like I'm doing right now. They make you go on a bay tour. You pretty much stay over Golden Gate, Treasure Island, Alcatraz, those kinds of things. Never been right over the top of downtown San Francisco. I've been on the side of it. You can do that. Not on this side, but on the north side of it. They'll let you do that. So what I'm doing right now, probably they would not let you do. In real life, it's right in the path of what is that? I think 228 maybe for San Francisco. For all the jets coming in. But hey, we're in a flight simulator, so why not? We'll just pretend we're a VIP today. I like keeping it realistic, but I don't mind doing things like this and flying around and viewing things I would normally not get a view, especially with the ortho. It's awesome to be able to do this because you couldn't do this in a real plane, at least right in the position I'm in right now. And you'll see why in it here in a second. Off to our right is going to be San Francisco International. They've got some tankers down there. airports, right over that crest right there. Yeah, we're about 8 miles out from it right now. Now, what I have seen them let people do in real life, well, actually, we'll do that right now, is fly directly right over the top of it. And the reason they'll let you do that is if, depending on traffic and if you make the request and they authorize it, the reason they'll let you do that is if you're right over the top of it, you're not on any final approaches for the big heavy jumbos coming in. Go outside here for a second. Yeah, just having this TrueEarth just makes everything so much better, so much more realistic than the stock X plane. And now with the Vulkan and getting the frames per seconds that we're getting, we'll see what happens with other planes, but that's actually pretty good. Here's your 101. This is Brisbane over here. 101 wraps around, comes on the west side of San Francisco International. All these buildings are exactly where they're at. I think you got Cisco and some of the other big tech companies right down there. Here we go. All right. So in real life, you wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now. You would be literally directly over the top of it. And they'd probably tell you 1,500 feet or less. They would either tell you to come directly over the top of it, or they would tell you usually to stay to the west of 101. That's pretty common. I've seen that. But hey, again, we're in a flight simulator, so let's just have some fun. There's some jumbos right down there. Welcome to San Francisco International, everybody. Now, have I ever actually got to do this in real life? No, but I've heard other pilots on a Bay tour cleared to do this. I'm a little bit low, but not too bad. Actually, it's a little deceiving. I'm at 1,400 feet. You'd probably be at 1,500 feet or so, or right at 1,500 feet. But yeah, the planes look pretty small, so it's just deceiving because the runways are so big. All right, we're gonna make a left turn, head towards Palo Alto. Also be flying right over San Carlos on the way there. I'm pretty close actually right now on the path that they would actually have you flying. There's a VFR corridor that you can fly right through here, and NorCal Approach will give you permission to fly through it. Uh, 101, yeah, that's 101. No. So yeah, we're right where we're supposed to be right now. We'll get on fuel. Yep. Everything's in the green. Fuel flow about 12 gallons an hour. Not bad at all, actually. I'll take 12 gallons an hour at 130 knots. I've got her pretty trimmed out. I don't even have my hand on the yoke right now. Obviously a nice stable day too, so that's helping out. Put a little yaw trim in there. I hadn't done that from the start. I've been putting pressure on that right pedal the whole time. And we're coming up on San Carlos. San Carlos is right in line with 101. So again, I would probably be to the west, or I'll show you more over here. Because otherwise you can see right out here, that's actually San Carlos. So you wouldn't be on heading right for the runway itself. You'd be in the way of the traffic coming through. So you'd be more like this. And this would essentially be the downwind for San Carlos. Or actually, I'm sorry, no, it's right traffic, I believe. That is right traffic. So you'd be on the other side. San Carlos Airport. There she is. Good amount of detail down there. A little bit of traffic on the freeway down there. Not much. Everybody must be doing some social distancing there. I can't wait till that's over. All right, for Palo Alto, we will be making, we'll come over midfield. We'll say we got cleared midfield, and we're going to make right traffic for 3-1. So I start preparing now. Landing light on. And propeller will remain where it is until we're short final Then we go full propeller forward. Mixture is good. Leave that where it is. Throttle's good right now. Gas is on. Boat tanks. And we're in the green on everything. We got plenty of fuel. And landing gear. Will not happen until we're close to putting it down. Either downwind or I'll do it right on final. Usually downwind. Alright, NorCal approach. Cardinal 157 kilo contact Palo Tower on 118.6. 118.6 for 700 kilo. Good day, sir. Good day. Palo Tower Cardinal 157 kilo is going to be entering midfield from the west. We're currently at 1.6. Cardinal 700 kilo. Enter midfield. Make right downwind, right traffic for 3-1. Clear to land. Copy. Enter midfield, right traffic for 3-1. Clear to land for 700 kilo. Alright, start dropping some power. Start descending the pattern altitude. And we're midfield. Yeah, 500-600 feet a minute. Be good. And everything's in the green. Alright, making right traffic downwind, 3-1. And then might tell you to announce when you're downwind, so we could go, oh, tower, Cardinal 157 kilo, downwind for 3-1. Roger. Alright, coming up on pattern altitude here. We're a little far out, so I'm going to keep the power in for right now. That's Moffett Field right ahead. Apparently Google bought all that up, and I guess as a contract with NASA, I guess, and they fly all their private jets in and out of there. Alright, base for 3-1. You notice I haven't put any flaps in or gear, just because I'm pretty far out here. I'm going to wait till I get a little closer in. then I'll start dropping everything in. If I was closer in and I would have made a better pattern, then I would have done all that on the downwind. But if I start dropping all in that right now, then I'm just going to be fighting the drag. Yeah, let's see here. There we go. All right, let's start dropping in some flaps. Pull the power back. First notch of flaps coming down. And turning final. Get that gear down. Gear coming down. Start really slowing down, reducing that drag. Perfect, about 500 feet per minute is what we want. Gas, we're good. Undercarriage. We are down. Green. Mixture is rich. Props will be going to full forward here on short final. I wait till short final. I don't drop in. I want to get too slow here. Kind of speed up a little bit. So pitch controls airspeed, and throttle controls altitude. Little low, that's okay. We'll live with it. Another notch of flaps. Propeller is going to full forward. We're going to really start slowing down and dragging here. A little bit of right to right, or no, left to right crosswind. Hold that updater on. A little squirrely. Not my best landing. Flaps coming up. That wind picked up though. Look at that. More of a direct crosswind too. Gotta really hold that aileron in there. Cardinal 157 kilo contact ground. I don't know what the ground frequency is right now, but we'll just say they told us to contact ground. Taxi via Zulu to uniform to transit parking. Roger, contact ground all the way Zulu to uniform. Good as sir. Ground 700 kilo with you. Off the ground, copy 700 kilo. Where are you gonna be heading today? We're gonna go to transient parking off uniform over there. Roger. So the wind's blowing from right to left now, so you've got to change your ailerons to hold that correction to the right so you don't get blown off the taxiway. Just because you're on the taxiway doesn't mean you don't have to keep flying the plane, so to speak. Especially in a tail dragger, which I fly, you've got to so-called fly the plane all the way until you park it. A lot of planes have been ground looped and accidents have happened because the pilot stops flying the plane after he lands. We'll just turn right here. Oh, it's Yankee. So that was Zebra back there, then it's Yankee, and then it's uniform, I believe, if I remember right. It's been a few months since I've been in here. Oh no, hotel and then uniform, okay. Because you pass the tower's on your right. Fuel pumps will be straight ahead down here. So not too bad. Let's see, frames per second are 41 right now. A little bit better when we left. Not sure why we're getting a drop right now. With the weather. Yeah, see if I look down again, take the weather out of the picture, just look at concentrate on the plane only, I get up to about 65. So, but I'll take 40s all day long. It's not bad. Now remember, depending on the system that you have, your frames per second are going to vary. I have a 2080 Supra RTX, so it's a pretty robust graphics card. Ryzen 7 is my CPU. All right, right down here is transient parking. Either this one or right past the building is uniform. Heck, I'm just going to go here. Right ahead of me is Rossi Aviation. They do aircraft maintenance, gas, fuel, all that kind of stuff. They're the ones that usually come out and fuel you when you're flying in. I usually fly in here and then go visit my dad, who lives in the Bay Area down here. So that's what I usually do. Right, gonna shut this one all off. We'll jump in the Diamond and see how that one does next.